Welcome back. Today we take the graph from the last episode and make it persistent. One extra concept, root, and one extra line of code. That's the whole difference between a program that forgets everything and a program that remembers. Quick recap. In lesson 4, we built a small graph in the entry block. 3 node types, 4 edge types, 1 dummy walker. It all worked, but as soon as the program ended, the graph was gone. Great for teaching OSP, useless for a real app. Today we fix that with a single new idea. Every Jack program has a special node called root. There's one type, root, capital R, and one instance, always present, always accessible. Root is the starting point for walker traversals when a walker uses root entry. And root is the anchor the runtime uses when it decides which nodes to write to disk. Here's the rule. A node persists if and only if it is reachable from root. Reachable means there is some path of edges from root to that node. It can be a direct edge or a chain. The runtime doesn't care. Anything you allocate but never connect to root, directly or indirectly, is transient. It lives for the run and disappears. The schema is your graph itself. That's the whole rule. Here's what connecting to root looks like in code. Inside a walker with root entry, the special reference here points at the root instance. We allocate 3 profiles, Alice, Bob, Carol. Then here plus arrow Alice connects Alice to root with a plain edge. Bob and Carol don't need their own connection to root. They persist because Alice follows Bob and Bob follows Carol. Reachability is transitive. The full seeding walker is called bootstrap, and it's idempotent. On root entry, it first checks. Are there already any profiles connected to root? If yes, it prints a message and returns. If no, it seeds. The same 3 profiles, the same follow edges, tweets attached to Alice and Bob, and a channel that Alice is a member of. Idempotent means we can spawn this walker on every run, and only the first run does any work. The described graph walker from lesson 4 gains one small addition. A new ability from _root fires on root entry and hops the walker to any profiles connected to root. From there, the existing tour ability takes over, exactly like last episode. 2 abilities, no other changes. Watch Bootstrap build the graph under root. The 3 profiles are allocated first, floating, not yet connected. Then here arrow Alice attaches Alice to root. Alice's follow edges to Bob, and Bob's follow to Carol. Pull them into the reachable graph. Now every profile persists. Tweets and the channel attach next. Once the walker returns, everything you see under root is written to disk. Now spawn describe graph from root. Wave 1 from _root schedules a visit to profiles connected to root, just Alice. Wave 2 tour fires at Alice and schedules 3 visits, her tweet, her channel, and Bob via the follow edge. Wave 3 tour fires at Bob and schedules his tweets and Carol. Carol has nothing to visit, so the traversal ends there. 3 waves, 7 nodes touched, no duplicates. Everything you've seen is in the deliverable file. Node and edge declarations, both walkers, and a with entry block that spawns bootstrap first, then describe graph. The file path is on screen. Grab it, then run it again and watch what happens. First run, the graph is empty, so bootstrap seeds it and describe graph tours it. Second run, bootstrap sees the existing profiles, prints, skipping, and returns. Describe graph still finds the same graph and tours it identically. The data survived across 2 runs of the same file. No database to install, no config to write. Behind the scenes, the runtime keeps a SQLite file under .jax/data. That's it. The runtime opens it, nothing to configure. When you eventually outgrow one process and one file, the same graph and the same walkers move to bigger backends. We'll get to that later in the series. That's the data model. Reachability from root gives us persistence for free with one new concept. Nodes hold state, edges hold relationships. Root makes the whole graph durable. See you in the next one.